What is the key to success for Chris Bassitt?
Let's go.
He throws a lot
Al.
of pitches, but here, you know what? I actually think about a lot of guys that look at where his thumb is. DeGrom tucks his thumb. That's really hard to do to control the baseball, but you try to create less resistance on the bottom part of the ball, so for spin rate and spin efficiency.
Real quick, before you dive into your tape, got a chance to go to 30-30, Port St. Lucie, got a chance to interview him. Had never been around him. Super likable guy.
Yes.
I've kind of had every peak and valley this game has to offer coming up through the minor leagues. People believing in me, not believing in me. He is in a place where he believes in him.
Thank you.
He's really good. Oh, really good.
I'm glad you said that. So let's go to it, because there's a lot of pitches here, and for justifiably so, because of what Chris Bassitt does or has done. All right, so here, this is legit. I want to set it up because you're right. I mean, he made the All-Star team last year. This with Oakland and now with the Mets. But this is a period of a long time, right? I mean, got 33 starts. It's not 5 starts, not 10 starts. This goes back to last year, and you look at the low ERA. What do we got? 4th lowest in Major League Baseball going back to 2020. So this is what he's done. So here is what I just showed you, and I wanted to throw this up here. You got some serious brand names here. So the New York Mets in the spring training trade of getting him over was not just like, hey, we got a nice little pitcher here. He's going to be their number 3. But at times, and I always thought that's in a rotation, all of the guys in the rotation should feel like an ace. And while stuff-wise, when it comes to velocity, he doesn't possess that. What he possesses is belief in himself, and you mentioned that. At a University of Akron, took a while to get to the big leagues, and really kind of solidified himself in 2019.
Yes.
All right, so let's go to it, because Roflo says, what does he do? Yes, well, I'm going to put him as a construction man, and I knew you would like this.
Water's warm.
Here's a guy, and I didn't want to go kitchen sink, because kitchen sink has an impression of like he's got to throw everything, because he has 6 pitches legitimately, and I want to take you through each and every pitch as a tool in his tool chest or the tool shed. So another thing, and you mentioned there, stop right here for a second. I got a chance to be in spring training. I watched him in the dugout, pitching against the Marlins. And I understood that, because I used to get a rap with, bite the glove and all this crazy. When you get into your mindset, maybe it looked crazy, but when you get in the mindset of making pitches, you're already like one ahead, and you're thinking, and I'm watching him closely, like he's talking to himself, and it's not like nutty stuff. It's just like, oh yeah, curveball. All right, come on, finish. And it's all, I love that, because it's proactive, positive thoughts of trying to do what you need to do to execute a quality pitch. All right, so let's play along, because I also love this guy. Got a chance to meet him briefly, talk to him. Let's start with a fastball, right? Because everything goes off a fastball. And as I said, he's not going to throw 100. That 94 is a good fastball for him. That's about where he's going to be. So he's got the fastball. He's got 6 pitches, D-Row. Cutter. So we just came off of Wainwright. These cutters, he purposely throws upstairs, and I can appreciate this. Let's see another one here if you can. We got 2 of them. Upstairs with late movement, you're trying to jam a guy. You're either going to get a jam shot, or you're going to get a foul ball back at you. Right here, speaking of back at you, last August he got hit in the face, remember?
Yes.
So watch it. This is sinker. So you got 2 fastballs, one that goes straight away, and then this has got 2-seam movement. So 3 pitches, he's got a slider. I showed you the cutter. There's varying speeds on these breaking balls, and I'll show you here in a little bit. The velocity on these actually can be misconstrued.
That looks like a curveball.
All right, we got a curveball coming up next. That's what I thought. But this is his slider. The break metric of vertical and horizontal has the metrics of a slider, but it's a slower slider. Here's the curveball, and you'll see what I mean.
Oh,
there's Uncle Charlie, right? So that's at 12-6. Big old break, right? And slower than his slider. But that mixture of from 94 to 71, 70 with a big old hook. All right, stop right here, Lucas. All right. This is something that you don't teach. You know how I'm big on mechanics.
Yeah.
Go through this whole thing. Watch what he does with his front side.
Yeah, the
arm comes out. Stop right here. All right, so it kind of opens up. I'm a big believer in deception. I think we have a lot of major league pitchers now that are just very, and then here it comes. I like where it's like.
No, Robert, he's not lying.
Roflo.
That's what I feel like. Dontrelle Willis was a perfect guy. I think if you took Dontrelle Willis away from the mound,
right? Could you imagine that
stuffed him? his stuff was above average.
Yes.
But you throw
Legs
in
and
this,
arms,
and
and
it
here
was
comes
like,
the glove.
wait a second, I need a month to figure this out.
It works for him. This delivery. It's something you got to look at him and say, okay, how do I keep him consistent? Go ahead and play it, please. But he flies open. You see where the glove is. He stays on a soft landing leg until the very end of it. But this is unorthodox. But I like it because there's a lot of deception
There's
to it.
no real rip back. Pause
Stop
that
right
real
there.
quick. Can you run that back? Which is something interesting because slow it down. Watch his front arm. Run this through. Watch his front arm. You know, you always taught as a kid, like, rip that glove back towards you. He kind of lets that front side just dangle.
And for it to go back this way. He's not getting a whole lot of pull on that.
Yeah.
That's what you're trying to do. All right, so this was opening day. They actually had a rain out, so he pitches April 9th. I wanted to put it like a bow on this whole thing. So we got Nelson Cruz. Okay, first pitch slider. So this is all going to encapsulate what Bassitt does. You got a great player in Nelly Cruz. You got a hanger a little bit, but it was 71, right? So here, stop right there.
Yep.
So we got him slowed down. We got slider down the zone. He missed the 71. This is by design. Let me get you off of that. You think I'm going to go soft? Boom! I'm going to buzz your tower a little bit. It's middle, but it's up. Go ahead and play it.
Now,
93.
I'm thinking slider again.
Change up. He doesn't throw a whole lot of change ups.
Spitting on that.
He tracked it.
2-2.
But look where
Slider.
it is.
Yeah.
Here comes a slider. Missed it. So now here, timeout. Back up. I love
Nelly's
this
hot
too.
right now. Nelly should have took that deep.
Play this, but everybody, well, let's watch his reaction, because as a really good pitcher knows he made a mistake when you throw a ball like that, and that would have been gone. Wait, watch here. Keep going. Let's see his reaction. Right here.
Yeah.
Come on now, got to be better than that. That's a home run. He's got a 4-0 lead in the 6th. And then he goes cheese ball, 92 on the
Nice
hands.
pitch.
The whole encapsulating, here we go. So I just want to see this. This is what he does. And I think it's really important because you could get to some guys where you can almost do too much. I got a fastball, I got a two-seamer, I got a four-seamer, I got a split finger, I got a slider, I got a curveball. You're like, oh my God, you got all that, and you can't throw 3 of them over the plate. So this is really important to know that this guy here knows who he is and has made it work really, really good. He is going to be huge for the Mets. I can't say it enough. But
Get excited, Mets fans.
Keep running this. What else we got?
Get excited.
Dude, watching that game last night, I don't know on the telecast, but the open mics with the crowd and they were going nuts. I know Scherzer had the no-hitter going, but here it is. Thank you, Claudia, for putting this. So this is just a nice visual of what we got from 71, 86 mile an hour changeup, 93 mile an hour fastball, 92 mile an hour sinker on the hands. All of it.
You got to cover all of it.
And you own it. And when you own it, you have conviction, you believe in it, and you execute or not. It's he's fun to watch. I love watching these guys. I really do.
What do we got? Pitch usage here?
Yeah. So again, just kind of accentuating the point that this guy uses all of his pitches and he does it really well.
Look at the opponent's 0 for 20 on his slider, which he started to up last year.